Brett, can we move on to the Van Gogh series now? Can you tell us about Vincent?
Oh, God. I was fairly... No, I don't feel like doing like Vincent now. It's too big an issue. I can't... We have to get the Vincents out. I just can't bounce into the immensity of Vincent. See, that's where what I've said about Vincent on all those catalogues and all that, I mean, someone should read that, you know. I mean, that's what I mean. It's, you know, it's just lowering it by having to sort of, what do I think about Vincent? You know, I mean, I've said it all there, and you show the pictures. I mean, I've thought for hours and got it right. I mean, now I stand in front of a camera, be a bloody idiot, stumble around just because, you know, you don't get it right. It's starting to bug me because it's just, it's fucking sixth class stuff. And someone should read what I've said. Read that. It's more eloquent than anything I'm going to rumble up.
The very first time I ever saw a painting by Van Gogh, writes Whiteley, was on the cover of a tiny art book that for no explainable reason was lying on the floor of St. Stephen's Church in Bathurst, New South Wales, one Sunday morning in 1952. I was 13 years old and unhappily tucked away at a provincial boarding school. I picked the book up and studied it. It completely changed my way of seeing. The immediate effect was a heightening of reality, in that everything I looked at took on an intensity, an expandingness. That morning, returning to school by bus, I remember the poplar trees were bare for winter. They now seethed with new lines. They were thickets of energy. But it took me years to paint what I saw. I remember having this very, very powerful sense that my destiny was to completely give myself to painting, that I would be a painter. And it was a remarkable moment of knowing that.
It's just something for you.
Is this on film or is this, what is this?
See what you think. So that's your collection.
The T-shirt, I'm sure. Oh, great. Don't ask me about Vincent. Is this from Sydney?
Kate did it.
Oh, it's great. You've done it. Gee, this you great letterer. Very good. That's terrific, Kate. The Van Goghs are an eccentric sort of area of my work, you know, in that sometimes it is valuable to produce art about other art rather than just about the immediate life around one. And it's an intellectual exercise. It sort of, it helps the area of a love of difficulty. One of the earlier self-portraits there. There's a later one where I imagine the kind of self-portrait that Van Gogh would have painted if he'd moved up into the 1890s. He died in, I think, 1891, and this is an imagined portrait of Vincent in 1893. If the intensity that was building in Vincent had been able to sustain itself, that he would have, I'm sure, opened the picture plane out much further and produced more close-up pictures, more expressionist pictures.